Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night, and the beer we're going for today is this one. It is VOCATION Brewery's Roll With It. And Roll With It is a double dry hop pale ale weighing in at 5.2% ABV. It's a 440ml can, available in your local Tesco's for not a lot of dosh at all. And it says on the side that this is our free and easy pale. With super juicy hops and a pillowy soft mouthfeel, it is the perfect beer for good times in life. It's hazy, hoppy, and dangerously drinkable. Let's roll. It says, expect citrusy notes of grapefruit, orange, and lime, complete with a soft, juicy finish. And your hops are listed as amarillo and citra, and I do love both of those. So yeah, other than that, you've got the usual beer ingredients, which I shan't bother you with today. We're just going to get it out and into a VOCATION glass and see what we think. So, I do love a good double dry hopped pale. Let's hope this one is no different. Let's hope it's a great one. So the pour is pale, so we're off to a good start there. It is lightly hazy. See if we can get a bit of a head, not massive. There we go. That's our beer in a glass. It is hazy. It is juicy looking. It's orangey, kind of, yeah, orangey coloured. And you've got a nice tight white head. That's your beer up close in the glass. Can't see my face through it, so that's a bonus for you lot. So yeah, looks good. Does it smell good? Let's find out. Oh, it does. Oh, it's got mandarin on the nose. Big mandarin. Huge. Lovely mandarin, and it harks back to my childhood when I used to have that and the evaporated milk in a bowl for pudding. It's a weird dessert, but it's great. Yeah, so big mandarin overriding everything. Little bit of lemon, but mostly that beautiful, beautiful mandarin, and a nice malt sitting behind it to kind of even things out a little bit. It's quite obviously hoppy on the nose. Not hugely, but it is hoppy. And just beautiful, beautiful mandarin orange. So, looks good, smells really nice. Let's have a taste. Cheers. It's nice. Again, it's mandarin. You've got a little bit of grapefruit. Malts are there, really quite nice. The body's light to medium, and the mouthfeel is soft, as they say. Carbonation is a little heavier than soft, but it's not over the top at all in any way, shape or form. It's really, as I say, sweet, juicy, hoppy, easy drinking, refreshing, and just generally all right. It's balanced. You've got a good hop presence, but it's not massive. And you've got a nice, simple malt profile behind it, but it just works. You know, it is easy drinking. It's exactly that. The back end is short, sweet, juicy, and slightly dry. It is slightly dry. Very, very quaffable. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you like them juicy, you're going to love this one. So, the Aid Memoir of Untapped says that VOCATION's Roll With It, and you can't hear the name of that beer without harking yourself back to the 90s, can you really? And the whole Oasis thing. As soon as you hear it, the song just goes in your head. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by myself. Roll With It has had about 4,600 check-ins and an average score of 3.78, which is pretty decent. But what do I think of it? My current scoreboard of joy is blank. And let's rectify that now. So, the appearance of the beer, the looks, the first of the 5 pillars of judgment. Leave it there. It's a nice colour. Slightly hazy. It looks like it says it should. And you've got a nice white head. There's nothing to dislike about that at all. Gets a full point from me on that first pillar. The aroma, I love mandarin. I love it, love it, love it. And it's just got chock full full of mandarin. Now, it did mention grapefruit, orange and lime. I get lots of the orange. I don't really get the lime, and I don't really get the grapefruit, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because the mandarin is delicious. It's just lovely. It is. It's hoppy. You get a bit of malt on the nose as well. It's generally really quite nice. I'd like a little bit of that grapefruit and lime though. It would balance out the citrus and just make it a little bit more sort of three-dimensional. I'm going to give it the 0.75. The body is light to medium and it works. The carbonation is soft and it's just generally nice. You know, in fact, it's a little bit more than soft, and the mouthfeel is nice and soft as well. Can I fault it? Not really. Would I change it? No, I wouldn't. I'm going to give it the full point. The taste. The most important bit of the beer, and it passes. It delivers on the brief. It is soft, it's juicy, and it's just generally really quite nice. If you like the mandarin, which I do, you're going to love it. Does it mention anything else about flavours? No, not really. It doesn't. The hops, you know, the amarillo and citra, they're there. They're not massive in the profile. I was hoping for a bit more from the double dry hopping. It brings a certain unctuousness to the beer when you have a big double dry hop. It's lacking a little bit of that, but it's still very, very tasty. If you love mandarin, which I do. I would like a little bit more, though, I must admit. I'm going to give it the 0.75. And the finish. On any pale, I do look for some bitterness. This is lacking the bitterness on the back end that I enjoy on a good pale. It's really quite sweet and juicy. Let's be honest, if you love that, you are going to enjoy this beer a lot. I just look for a little bit more of the bitterness from the hops on the back end. And this one is really, really sweet. This is the weakest bit of this beer for me, but it's not a bad beer. I do enjoy it. I want more. I'm going to finish that quite happily. It's not going to make or break any decision to drink it or not buy it again. But it is the weakest point of the beer. I'm going to give it the 0.5, which means that Roll With It from VOCATION Brewery has got 4 out of 5 from me, which is not too far from the average, let's be honest, at 3.78. So, to wrap up, if you like Oasis, you'll love the name of this beer. If you like mandarin, you'll love the flavour of this beer. If you like all things green, you'll love the can. And if you like pale ales that are sweet and juicy, then you're just going to love the whole package. So there we go. VOCATION's Roll With It. That's been the beer. I've been Nick. Those are the buttons. You know what to do with them by now. You've got the like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again tomorrow night for the trad beer.